Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is part 6 of the talk, the last advice of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam by Mufti Muhammad Taqi Usmani DB. The third advice the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave at the time of parting from this mortal world was related to Huqooq al-Ibad, the rights of people. He said, Wama melakat ایمانکم. The literal translation of this phrase is, be good to those things that are owned by your right hand. In Arabic language, this refers to a person's slaves. This word has been used in the Noble Qur'an with reference to this meaning a number of times. In those days, there used to be slaves who used to be owned by people. So the literal interpretation of this phrase is that look after your slaves, be good to them, and fulfill their rights completely. Hazrat Mufti Muhammad Shafi Rahmatullah Alayhi used to say that the phrase Wama melakat ایمانکم refers not only to slaves but to all sorts of subordinates. So it includes subordinates at work, domestic servants, assistants, helpers, etc. If a person is a boss or a leader, then this phrase includes all those people he is responsible for or leads. By using this word, the Holy Prophet ﷺ has cautioned people that be especially mindful of the rights of those people who are your subordinates and who Allah Ta'ala has given you some sort of authority over. He emphasized it because people who are equal in status do not hesitate in demanding their rights. But the person who is someone's subordinate cannot always demand his rights forcefully because of the status difference between him and his boss. Sometimes he believes in his heart that he deserves more, but cannot demand so because of fear of consequences. Therefore, unless you have fear of Allah Ta'ala in your heart and you are mindful that you have to fulfill His rights, then you will not be able to discharge His rights fully due towards you. Similarly, it's highly ignorant to consider one's employees and domestic servants where they exist inferior to oneself. Even if you have employed someone as a domestic servant, you have entered into a contract with them. You have agreed to buy his services and he has agreed to sell you his services for a certain sum of money. Therefore, both of you are a party to a contract. Suppose you go shopping and pay the shopkeeper for the items you have bought. You give him money, he gives you the items you have bought. Does this mean that because of this exchange of money and goods, you have become superior to the shopkeeper and he has become inferior to you? No. Rather, you are equal parties in this transaction. In exactly the same way, you and your employee or servant are equal to each other in status, in that you are giving him money and he is providing you with some agreed upon services. Therefore, thinking that you are superior to him somehow and looking down upon him is absolutely forbidden under Sharia.